Are you ready for this? I hope so. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep here. And I got a little confession I need to make. Well, first and foremost, let's go back to our school days. We're out in the schoolyard. This mainly would happen with, say, movies. Children of the Corn comes to mind. It's a great example, actually. Of, the movie would come on, and a bunch of us would see it, and we'd all gather around the schoolyard, be like, hey, you remember, did you see that? And, Malachi, he watch you too, and, whatever. And we'd all, reminisce about our experience watching. There would always be that one kid that was like, that was a great movie. The guy who does the stuff with the things and stuff. And can we play kickball now? We all knew he was full of shit, but we just let it go. Maybe he didn't see it because, I don't know, maybe it was too scary for him. Maybe his parents, rightfully so, didn't let him watch it. Regardless, whatever the reason is, we knew the kid didn't see it, but we just let it go. I'm guilty of that with a specific game. And that game is the original Legend of Zelda on the NES. As a kid, anyway, I've mentioned many times on this channel that I've never actually played this thing through. I don't know really much about the game itself. I know very basics. I know you're a cat named Link. You're trying to save a princess. You got to collect a bunch of crap and kill some baddies. And it's an adventure. And that's literally all I know about that game. I have played the SNES version quite a bit, Link to the Past or whatever it's called, and I have it here. I did enjoy that. But one of the things that completely hindered me completely on playing this game is, well, first of all, and I don't know if this is a regional thing, but at least here in the Northeast, the Boston area, it wasn't talked about as much as apparently it was around the rest of the fucking world. We didn't have the schoolyard banter as far as this game is concerned. It was mainly, say, like Mario Brothers or Metroid. Contra we talked about, even though it was really no hints and secrets, aside from the Konami code, but I just don't remember Zelda being talked about, though I know it was in a lot of people's collection, and it is very revered still. It just wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't as whatever here where I'm from. At the time, I was more into simple arcade games and just getting used to the idea of actual adventure games longer than one screen, you know what I mean? But the idea of the Legend of Zelda never really appealed to me until later on in life when I started actually, past the 16-bit era and even into the original PlayStation era of gaming, when things were vast and huge worlds. I just never went back to it, mainly because I didn't have that schoolyard banter. There was just something to that whole finding something and then discussing it with your buddies, and then they would find something, discuss it with you, and then you would go on and back and forth, and we all know how that goes, and that was so much fun. So I guess in a way, because I don't know a lot of the little secrets, and I don't know what bush to destroy or burn to find a stairway, and I don't know what holes to put in what walls or what I need to get to this boss, and I don't know any of that. I really don't. Laugh at me all you want. In a weird way, not having that schoolyard banter about this specific game is kind of what hindered me from playing it, because I didn't know any of that stuff from that interaction. And I let that grow. And I know it sounds stupid because, we have the internet. I could watch playthrough videos all day long. But it's still not the same. But then I got thinking, Chris, back in 1987, when somebody bought that game, nobody knew any of this shit. They had to find it and discover it. So I guess in a way that's the kind of the point I wanted to make with the schoolyard banter. And what's going to help me push forward with this. But Joe Goes Retro just uploaded a couple of gameplays videos of this specific game. And it kind of got the idea sparked again for me to just sit and fucking do it. All buried on Mars versus style. Great series, by the way, dude. You need to bring that back. So, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it balls deep. And, it's funny because it came up before. I downloaded it for my 3DS a few months back because I've been using my 3DS a lot, and I thought that would jumpstart it, but it really hasn't. maybe 20 minutes tops with the game. So this is what I plan to do without making this into an 18-hour video. I'm starting a new job here. I was working part-time for reasons to help around the house, and financially it's just not working out. Plus it went to per diem. So I'm jumping full feet back into a full-time gig. Decent pay, great hours. But first they're going to put me up in a hotel room in Connecticut for 3 days for training, on top of my actual on-job training. So I figure while I have all that downtime, that would be a perfect time to actually do this. This is what I plan to do, okay? In those 3 days that I have downtime, I am going to bring along with me my Generation Next and the original cartridge with an original NES controller. Why the Generation Next? Only because the original NES is big, and this will fit into a little bag perfectly. So, my plan is, hopefully there'll be a TV there I can hook into and I can play. If I can't, well, I'll have the 3DS as a backup. And I prefer not to do it that way, but I will if I have to. So I'll have that with me. And I'll just spend the 3 days in my downtime playing that. I won't bring anything with me, nothing to read, nothing else. Snacks, video games, my cell phone, and that's it. Now, whether I film any of it, that's really contingent on if I feel I need to, or if I can actually plug this thing into a TV. Obviously, if I'm going to play it on the 3DS, I'm not going to try to film that. That's, fuck that noise. I'm not, no. And O spells nuh-uh. The only other things I am going to bring with me is, I'm going to print up a copy of the manual. And I believe there was a map that came with it. I'll research that. Go ahead, laugh at me. But I'll probably print that up, and I'll just have exactly what I would have had in 1987 when I bought the game brand new. If I bought the game brand new. And I'm just going to go balls deep and just do it. Again, just to explore the things that everyone already knows that I don't. And I promise you, if I do film it, you're gonna freak out and be like, Chris, there's that thingy you got to do there. And I don't care. I need to discover this stuff on my own. So that's it, guys. I hope you join me in this journey. Not that there's really going to be a journey for you to join me on, but, throw some encouragement my way. If you want to throw a few hints here and there, maybe some strategies I could use, go ahead, but don't tell me anything. Don't give me spoilers. Again, the idea here is not to beat the game, but to explore it and find this shit out for myself. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope this is something fun for you to follow up on. I know I'm going to follow up with another video as far as talking about my experience. Maybe do like a pseudo review as if the game is brand new. We'll see where it takes us. So as always, thank you for watching. Go ahead and leave feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback's positive. Until next time, I hope everyone's doing well. Take care, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, folks? The Creep here. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more. You can follow The Creep on social media, and feel free to reach out at any time here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Creep would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you, take care, and bye-bye.